Okay, November is National Family Caregivers Month, and our next guest is one of the 63 million Americans who was one of them. She left a high-profile job in media at the height of her career to care for her father for 3 years until his passing.
Along the way, she gained insight into the challenges of caregiving and is here today to pass along some tips she learned. Please welcome Debbie Matenopoulos.
There she is.
The Price is Right. And behind door number one. Hi.
I'm golf clapping.
How are you? So good to see you. I've already seen you, but I'll hug you again.
Hi.
I'm sorry about your
soft
perimenopause.
skin.
It's okay.
Perimenopause.
Getting through it.
Perimenopause.
What's cooking?
Well, looking for you a little bit later.
I know, that's very exciting
Right.
stuff.
Some
Well,
healthy stuff.
Some healthy stuff, but let's talk about something important and serious.
Yes.
Right? Because
Yeah.
you are not just the gal about town who cooks and makes cookbooks. You do a lot of things, and caregiving was among them.
Yeah, but I think a lot of us are caregivers, and we don't even know we are. I mean, so I stepped away from Hollywood probably like, I guess you could say it was the height of my career. Some people would think The View was, but you know, it was all about red carpets, award shows, premieres, for E, when I was on E networks, and it was, you know, everything was popping at that time. My mom called me and said, your father's getting ill. So I'd go back to Virginia and I'd start I was like, Dad's getting sick and progressively getting sick. So after a series of tests, they diagnosed him with ALS, which is basically the doctors say, make arrangements.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a ticking clock of how long you have with your loved one. So I made the decision to go back to Hollywood and just say to my bosses, I'm leaving. And everyone said, you're ruining your career. You're never going to work again. And I said, well, then maybe I don't, but my father's more important to me. You know, I was raised very like family-centric. Everything's about the family. You know, we're Greek, we're ethnic, and everything's about the family. So I said, well, that's the decision that I'm going to make. And it wasn't a difficult decision, but it was a difficult position as a caregiver. And to be there and to have to look after someone day in and day out. And a lot of people don't think like you and I or any of these people here are caregivers. You think you're just doing what a family member
That's what you're
does.
supposed to do,
but the truth is, they think caregivers are paid. They're people that work at homes or whatever. They're not. And eventually, at some point in our lives, we will all be caregivers if we have the great fortune of living long enough, or we're going to need a caregiver. And we need to bring light to this and talk about it, because the truth is we put so much emphasis on the beginning of life. Newborns, moms, all this stuff. But what about the end of our lives? I mean, we're all going to get there, guys, every single one of us. So
100%.
we need help, and we need to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
And nobody prepares you for it.
No, and you can't be prepared for it.
There's no, we're not going to school. We're not trained to do this, and it's so physically and emotionally taxing for that person. It's really hard to kind of get yourself in that situation where, like, okay, I'm going to function in a really healthy way with this.
Yeah, it's hard. So I mean, there's a lot of burnout. So you have to really start to take care of yourself, because again, there's a lot of guilt. You're focusing so much on the person in front of you, and you're not thinking about putting the defibrillator on yourself. And you know, like they say on the plane, put the mask on yourself first, because otherwise everything's going to fall apart. I mean, thankfully there are a lot of things out there that, well, there need to be more. That's why we're talking about it. But there's enough that can help people, like Care Action Network. Caregivers Action Network, which, by the way, has a hotline that you can call 24 hours a day and talk to people that maybe be in the same position as you. Like, does your mom have Alzheimer's, dementia? Well, they'll get somebody on the phone that is dealing with that same exact situation, and they'll help you out. There are, you know, you have to really kind of stay on top of your health. Eat right. Take time to meditate, even if, like, there's a lot of guilt of leaving someone that you're looking after. So you can't always leave the house, but take time to just separate yourself for a minute. Like, take a bath, do something for you, journal, anything.
Debbie, how did you do this? Because, you know, you were caring for your father, and I have friends who were caring for their aging parents and also caring for children that are teenagers when they arguably need you the most, right?
Yeah, that's something called the sandwich generation. So you're in it. You're in it. You understand what it's like, and you have an older adult that needs your help and a younger adult that needs your help, and here you are in the middle, you're trying to keep your job.
Right. Oh, and that too.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I had the good fortune of being able to say, I'm going to step away, but most people do not. And you know, and there's maternity leave, there's paternity leave. What about caregiver leave? So, I mean, we're working on maybe going down to Capitol Hill and actually talking to them about it, because the longer we live, the more people that populate this planet, we're going to need caregiver leave. We're just going to need it. So, I mean, how do you do it? You really need a support system, and you know, you need to make sure that you are healthy enough to do it. Like, listen, right now, I'm sort of caregiving for my mom. She's older, but I'm far away. So there's a lot of technology now that's out there that wasn't before. that wasn't there for my dad that I wish I had. I've been using something personally called Nomo Smart Care, which are these little tags and these little satellites that you can put all over the house. Like, for instance, I could put them on the door, so I know when she's opened her bedroom door, and it alerts me on my phone on an app, and it alerts everyone in my family. Mom is waking up later. She usually wakes up at 8:30. Why is she waking up at 10:30? Mom didn't open the refrigerator door, so she's not eating today. You can put it on pill boxes.
Wow.
If someone has dementia, to make sure that they pick, and it can tell you on your app in real time what is happening. So it learns your family members and your loved ones' behavior, so you can get ahead of it and make sure things are not changing. And if they are changing, what to do about it.
That's perfect.
There's, like I said, hotlines. There are all these things now that exist that didn't exist before that can help us kind of move in a direction to like help keep our loved ones, our aging ones, our ones that may be living with long-term illnesses, happier, healthier for as long as we possibly can. And also take some of the burden off of us and not make you feel so stressed out. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
My parents are going to home.
What? No, they're not. Oh my gosh. I hope you're not watching.
Goodbye, Mom and Dad.
I won't
Have
let
fun
them
in the
put you in a
home.
home. No, you're not going to a home.
Debbie, thank
You're
you
home.
for sharing. I'll take care of them. Thank you for sharing your story with us, because it's really important for you and also for our viewers.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Another part of caregiving, especially if it's coming from you, is to care for people with food.
Yes, that's what I do. That's my love language.
You'll stick around?
Yes, of course. I'm going to cook for all of
Mayhem
you.
in the kit. The last time we were here, I don't even remember.
I
We
remember.
were over there. I made you some sort of orzo
Delicious.
salad.
Oh, it was delicious.
You were
Yeah,
eating.
Everyone on
fantastic,
staff has remade that salad, by
Really?
the way. Yes.
We had people come down that we've never seen before.
Never seen
And they were
before.
just eating
Gosh,
food.
well, you're going to love this one too.
Good.
Okay.
I promise you.
Can't wait. Caregivers, head over to nomosmartcare.com and caregiveraction.org. Resources are right there. And you heard her. We're cooking.